Good evening, YouTube! Woo! All right, we got brews on tap tonight, and there's a lot. Yeah, more and more. They just keep coming out of nowhere.
A little pre-gaming going on.
Yeah, back that up. So a bunch of different stuff that's on the palette, on the agenda. Hey, babe, what's going on?
Dan, really?
You're out of an ad.
Oops.
Commercials.
Brought to you by Sistema.
Well, we just want monetized this week. Thanks everybody for joining. I'm going to get into the beers in a minute. If you didn't notice the commercial, that's the first ever commercial for Ectothermic Dungeon. We did go monetize, if that's the proper way to say that, over this past weekend, and kind of got everything all set up. What's going on, Leon? Welcome. Thanks for those good vibes, hon. We could definitely use it. We got to hit some odds here and hopefully get a recessive project off the ground and a lot of OD and certain things. What's going on, Emma? Welcome. Thanks for joining in. We appreciate it. So as you see in front of you, there's a few, just a couple things to drink here. I got to keep pulling this camera back. I'm going to run out of table here in a minute. What's going on, TNT? Welcome. So, Face Hugger. That sounds pretty lovely right about now. You can see here, this is a 6.8. This is an IPA, so a single, just barely a single at 6.8. Pretty cool can. So we're going to get into some of that. This is a donation, Feral King Relic Brewing Company. They're in Plainville. They're right down the road from us, so maybe about 15 minutes. This is a double coming in at 8%, double IPA. I've not had this one before. This is a donation from Baller's Garage, so thanks, Dave. I know you're driving to or back, probably back from Jersey right about now. And this can is pretty cool. Mom Jeans, double milk stout with hoof coffee. I don't know, maybe they step on it with horses first. And then Tahitian vanilla, which sounds fantastic. So a double milk at 8%, that's pretty good. Hoof-Hearted Brewing. So this is a relatively new brewery that was just found, and this is a donation from Monroe's Morph, which happens to be in-house today. Also, we have on the agenda, this is a single, again, just barely a single at 7.5. Usually the doubles are considered at 8%. So we're just hitting that little rainbow gravy. Local brewery here. This is Blackhawk Brewing out of Hartford, Connecticut. As you can see, we've already cracked that one and had a little bit of that. This one is like empty. Captain Lawrence is, I believe, out of Rhode Island. And Smoothie Dreams, this is more of a fruity beer. That's definitely up Matt's alley. He likes the fruity stuff. And a double IPA, another double, so another big beer, New England Brewing Company, again, out of Connecticut. So a lot of local craft here. That's going to be on the agenda. You won't see a lot of this stuff because we're going to be drinking it.
Because it's hot.
Yeah, it's real hot in here. All the fans are off. It's starting to get sweaty. But we're going to do a couple things. I got a couple pieces of mail to open to share with you guys. We're going to look at the past couple clutches that have all shed out now and look fantastic. And we have 2 clutches of eggs to cut. So we will be cutting a Jigsaw Jigsaw is a Mojave pinstripe to an OD Fire, and then we will be cutting a Albino Het Tri to a Yellow Belly Het Tri. So hopefully we get some tri-stripes this time. Clutch number 2, same male. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to clear some of this out of the way. And
a little shout out to my buddy at home. Hey, Caleb. Told you I'd say hi to you. So.
Is he watching?
Yeah, he is. Yep.
All right, so I'm going to pour Matt some of this Feral King. Nice looking double right there. All that cloudy, hazy little taste. And
should hide Mom's Jeans from Rick.
Rick Schlosser. If you're on at this point, this is something I guess that's going to be up your alley. Yeah, that's a Rick beer. That is definitely a Rick beer.
That looks good.
Yep. So we're going to try a little bit of that.
12% brewing out of North Haven.
Hoof-Hearted Brewing Company. Is that?
Was that
Hoof-Hearted.
Hoof-Hearted Brewing.
Yep. Oh, maybe it was a collab then?
Maybe.
Oh. let's see. So brewed and canned by Hoof Hearted Brewing, North Haven, Connecticut. Yeah. Hey,
Good luck.
cheers. Woo. Mmm. Oh yeah, that's yummy.
That's a good IPA.
Nice shine on the head. Can't be that warm, is it?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
it's
Maybe.
it's 84, 85, and there's no airflow in here, so like
It's just dead stale air.
Perspiration has started. It's crazy.
And what were we thinking? We added more bodies to the room to add more heat.
That's right. And you can spin that around and like kind of introduce everybody.
So right over here, this is Dan's brother, Matt, and Dan from Monroe Morphs. Welcome.
There's 2 Matts in the house.
Yes, Matt squared.
Matt 8. All right, so this first one I'm going to open. I'm going to have to open it a regular way. This is from Ember's Balls. So thank you very much. Thanks for sending this. And see what we got going on there. So Ember's Ball Pythons. Neat little card. Thank you for your support. Wishing you a blessed 2020 season, the Ember family. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Kabam! Couple stickers. Man, I wish
Those are
I could
good.
run that fan.
Yeah.
It's like steamy. All right. Now this one. This is from Atypical.
If Jim can open
Jim's
it.
gonna struggle. There we go. So, little gift pack from Atypical. And a card. Nice. Maybe a sticker.
The pink one for me.
Yeah, I told you like pink.
Heyo.
Don't we all, though? So, a few stickers there.
Those are cool.
Again, thank you for the support. Can't wait to see what we had to expose at the expos when they open back up. Tom and Casey, Atypical Origins. These guys are relatively local. I think they're like Jersey-ish, something like that. So, you know, we can put that down there. So a couple T-shirts, one for the wifey. And,
Sweet.
Yeah, there you go. Really nice. That's cool. And they're not chumping it. They got the stuff on the back. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate it. All right. What clutch are we gonna look at first?
Oh,
You don't know.
one of them. Which one are you more excited
Did
about?
we
That
do
one.
Did we look at the Cinnies? I don't think we looked at the Cinnies since they've been shed. Since they shed out. The Super Cinny clutch?
No, we haven't.
No, we haven't. All right, so we'll start. I'm just gonna go on the top down instead of trying to find the bottom and go up. We got this one here.
Yep.
It's a runner.
On the move.
It's a runner. So this one here, this is a cinnamon yellow belly Enchi. So here's all your checkering on that yellow belly. Some popcorn action from the Cine.
And then all that flaming.
A lot of great
Crazy.
flaming and color coming in here. And I forget, I didn't look.
Boy.
That's a boy. Showing his parts to the world.
What a
Yeah.
pervert.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so there's a nice look down the back. And the sides. Looks really good.
Oh, yeah.
Snap, crackle, pop. Did you have that mom's jeans?
Who are you asking?
Dan.
Yes, that's why I brought it over.
Brought a can for us.
All right, so this is one of the Super Cinnies. This
These
is
are the Cine clutch. Somebody was,
That w-
asking,
that w-
somebody was asking, are these non-Cine or Cinnies?
No,
the
are
last
these
one had
the
cinnamon.
Non-cinny cinnies.
No. The last one was a cinnamon Enchi yellow belly, and this is a pastel super cinnamon. Potentially has yellow belly in here. I can't tell. There's not enough markings here to determine.
Too grayed out.
And there was Pos Het Ghost on both sides, which did not prove out in this clutch to the best that I can tell. There's a couple animals that are, well, one animal that's a little suspect, but I don't think I hit it. But this one looks pretty good. This is a boy. Just love that white behind the head. Just looks really good.
What's up, Joe?
Nice clear belly. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good animals. And they look good anyway. No kinks all the way down. There was 3 of them. None of them had kinks. And the last one came out of the egg fully intact, looked perfect. And I come home from work and he was goner. So I don't know what happened with that one, but a lot of cool pixelation and stuff going down the back there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Joe says really beautiful.
Thank you. So if you could imagine stepping up from that, there is this.
Bam.
So this would be a super pastel, super cinnamon, possible yellow belly, and again with the Posset ghost in the mix. Neither one of the animals were proven for ghost at all, so there could be no ghost, period. However, yeah, you'll see when we get there. There's one that kind of looks
Ish.
It looks an ish. So really cool looking head. Nice white in the back. Clear belly. Really no markings anywhere. Just some speckling and a little bit of gray flecks here and there.
I totally agree, Titan. Definitely fire.
Yeah, he
On fire
this,
for sure.
This one is a female. This is the only female in the whole clutch.
And guess what? It's staying.
At least for now. I'm going to grab both of these so it'll be easier to see at least what I'm seeing, maybe. So this one here is at least a pastel Enchi cinnamon. Pretty typical looking. A lot of isolation on the alien heads. Good blushing. Again, that's the pewter component of this, so the pastel cinnamon that does that. And then the Enchi gives you all this this peach. You guys are kind of seeing it in orange, but it's really a peach color and some peachy-ish on the belly there. So
Stay. Don't go.
pastel cinnamon Enchi. Now this one is the same thing.
Hey, stay there.
So this is the same animal. Pastel cinnamon Enchi from the genes and the looks. A lot of peachiness. Matt got hit twice tonight. So what I want to show you is kind of the backs here. So there is blushing here, but there's a lot more that comes through the dorsal, much lighter and more clear colors. This one almost looks like it's in shed. So I was thinking maybe this might be a ghost. I guess I'm gonna have to wait until it sheds again to see if there's pattern in the shed to really tell. I've never produced a ghost, so as a baby, for me it's a little struggle to determine what's there. But there is, for the same gene animals, there is some differences going on here. There is stop it. There is no yellow belly here. There's no checkering. There's none of that stuff. And that would have been the only other thing in the mix would have been the yellow belly. So, again, a lot more blushing. So I was leaning maybe this might prove ghost, but again, heads look kind of similar. Colors are definitely different though. So we'll see with another shed, see what happens.
Yeah, for sure.
LKB wants to know orange ghost and ghost same, right?
Yes, well, I don't know if they're the exact same, but you could pair them together and you will get ghosts. I keep pulling them out.
The
All
flies.
right, on to the next clutch.
I keep dipping in. Adds to the flavor.
All right, so this clutch was a Butter Extreme to a GHI Leopard. And the GHI Leopard we produced here, and he's a 66 het pied, but he's got all the markers like classic. I think he's going to prove. So the first animal we have here, and I've never seen one of these before. at least as a single gene, so this is kind of cool to hit. So I can get familiar with the gene. This is an extreme gene. So you see these fattened dorsal stripes, and they kind of start at the neck. You get a decent stripe. It breaks up, but they stay fat, and they're going to go all the way down here like this. You can see the belly. You get a lot of these tracings that go down the side, but the center is clear. And then telltale is like you get these incomplete drip marks, so they don't really attach to the belly. So that's an extreme gene. Again, this is a posset for pied as well. So pretty cool little animal to get familiar with, the extreme gene. I guess. I told you
to get a little
I told
toasty.
you the hat was going to come off, man. It's hot up
I
here.
don't do Florida weather.
All right. So this almost looks like a confusion or a leopard confusion. This is a leopard extreme gene, and I'll show you why I suspect such. If you can't tell already, that it's a really aberrant leopard pattern. We have a busy leopard pattern, but it doesn't look like this. It doesn't have the dots on the dorsal and like all the it's just more like hieroglyphic kind of like. But again, with pied in the mix, we got a nice tail stripe. So this animal, I believe, will prove leopard extreme and will be het for pied. We'll roll that over. And like we saw the other one, we kind of get some of these tracings all the way down the body, and then which are more on the belly as opposed to these track marks that are on the side. So I believe these are the tracks for pied, and these are markings here along the sides for the extreme gene. And we even got a little bit of orange going on right there. So this is a female. At this point, I haven't decided if I'm keeping her or letting her go. But there were 3 females. The other 2 females I'm definitely keeping. This one is kind of up in the air.
Titan Exotic said they'll take one.
They'll take one. It would be this one then. This is the female. So, waiting on these guys to eat, and then they'll go up. What did I miss?
Leon, he's like, I got tracks too, called stretch marks.
That's because you lift too much weight. You lift things up and you put them down.
This was the
This guy is completely insane.
This was the Guess It Animal on
Yep.
Instagram.
Yep, this was the Guess It Animal. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of people putting in their 2 cents, and only one person got it right, and that was because he follows me on YouTube, and he had seen he cheated. He didn't cheat. He used his resources appropriately and went and found what it was. So this is a GHI Butter Extreme. It almost looks xanthic. It has a lot of nice creaminess, and if you can get in on that dorsal, not only do you have this cream here, but then it's etched in black. It's just so it's smoky. Everything about this boy is crazy.
He's awesome.
He looks good. He has sold deposits on him already. We're just waiting for these guys to eat and get out of here. But yeah, pretty unique looking GHI butter for sure. And I love the way it isolates the alien heads here. Looks really good. Yeah.
Butter or lesser?
Butter. Just
What's up,
paying
Dave?
homage to the people that started those independent lines.
Thank you for the beer, Dave. Appreciate it.
All right. So this is the last male in this clutch. This is a GHI leopard butter. I can't tell if there's extreme in this or not, so I'm probably not going to sell it as that.
be a possible.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it'll be a possible. There's just too much going on here. I don't know. And I've got 2 of these. The other one's a female, and she's a holdback, and they look relatively the same, but really cool patterns on the sides here. It's just, yeah, great looking animal. I love, I don't know, almost not spider web, but like, I don't know what you want to call the pattern shape, but it looks pretty cool. All right, dos míos from this clutch. So this one here, this is a leopard butter, possible extreme. At least from when I consulted with some people to help me determine what was what. We got nice ringer here. So again, that pied stuff, you know, kind of coming through, and you know, color kind of carrying over onto the belly. Yeah, this one just ate a day or 2 ago, so I'm not going to manipulate too much, but you can see there's almost like 5 distinct levels. You go from white to a light gray to like a cream to a chocolate to a darker chocolate to a cream again. So just really, really neat animal.
Well layered.
This is a female. What's that?
Said well layered.
Yeah. This is a female, and we're going to hold on to her and hopefully prove her out for the pied stuff. Man, I can't imagine that power. It's going to be crazy.
Some cray.
Cray. All right, last one from this clutch. Gulp, 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 gulp.
You hear the sounds of beer pouring in the background.
It's all you can do. You don't, well, I can't say you don't get drunk up here because I've proven that to be wrong.
Yeah,
But-
Jim, it was a few times.
But man, you really got to put down some fluid to stay hydrated up here so you don't pass
Yeah,
out.
that sweat drip is real.
Yeah, I told you it's going to happen.
And
All right.
he's still wearing his hat.
That's
Man.
right. You can't put it down. So we got another one of these guys here. So butter, leopard, GHI, possible extreme. I wouldn't even begin to know what to look for within this combo for the extreme stuff. And posset for pied. No real tracks sticking through here, but this is a girl. And I just love the way this looks. I can't imagine. And this is the GG snake. If you saw this on Instagram, J-I, and it keeps going. J. So if you have a stutter, G. Yeah, so that's when you really drank a lot. This is your GG.
That's your drunk snake right there.
That's your drunk snake. And I just don't have to buy this one. I have this one.
Ooh,
For
that
now.
stout is good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So four more snakes, 1 more clutch, and then I think we're gonna cut some stuff.
Oh yeah, and we already got some pippin.
Yep. I just like had flashbacks of the what was that movie, like Fiddler on the Roof with Pippin? I see him like on the roof with a fiddle, like when he said that. So, I don't know. So this was the GHI Red Stripe to Pastel Clown, and this is the only female out of this clutch. This is a Pastel Het Clown female. She's got good color. She looks pretty good. Just note as we look at these 4 animals, these head stamps. That's going to be a key indicator when we get over into the red stripes to see what's going on there. Clear belly.
Any OD or leopard in the mix?
No.
Not in this pairing.
Oh, this was a red stripe
Again,
yellow.
yeah, I just said it. GHI Red Stripe to Pastel Clown. So that's your option. So this is just a pastel, and I'll explain why as we start to look at some of these other animals.
Remember, pay attention to that, right?
Yep, that head stamp. That's going to be our telltale. So we start into the males. So this is a pastel GHI, 100% het for clown. Now his color amp is really nice. The blushing isn't crazy, which most of them really aren't. but this guy just looks good. Really bright head, and remember this pinch here, because that pinch is going to really tell us what comes in the last animal. So pastel GHI, and that again is pretty classic for the GHI going on there, and then just really good blushing and stuff going on the body here. Really regular, irregular. That's kind of a medical term on those on all these alien heads. So they're regularly, but there's some irregular. So yeah, really nice pastel GHI het clown
Man,
male.
glad I wasn't in Florida today.
Why?
Heat index was 105 to 110.
Woo, doggy.
Woo, that's too hot.
Plus humidity.
Ugh. Put me in a room with an air conditioner. I'm good.
Stick a fork in me, I'm done. All right, so this animal, this is Pastel Red Stripe. So a lot more red, orangey colors coming up from the bottom. The alien heads are a different shape. There's a little bit of like checkery dirtiness inside the alien heads. That's also from this red stripe coming in. But if we focus again on the head, we don't have the pinch here. So we are definitely just a pastel red stripe. Just a pastel red stripe het clown. So there's definitely good work this animal could do with a bunch of het clown females. Nice. Look at that side. We'll talk about contrast. You can see that. Yeah, really, really dark and really, really lights.
Looks good.
Pastel, yeah, red stripe, het clown. Now the big dog. The big dog.
Now the keeper. The holdback.
Yeah. So this guy is a pastel red stripe GHI het clown. A lot of good color on the sides. A lot of this little pixelation instead of like speckles. So they're a little finer on here, which is what the GHI is bringing in. And the big difference is, again, back to this head stamp, if he'll comply. So we're back just like the pastel GHI, but instead of white, it's a yellow. We get this pinch here, this hook that comes around the head. So this is definitely GHI. The pattern on this animal, the color is the same, but the pattern is definitely a little busier. I'll bring the other one back in so you can see the difference. So more blushing over here, less over here. It's a little darker in between the alien heads. Same color from the red stripe, but then the big telltale comes back to this head stamp. So, you know, and I actually had passed right over this, and I believe it was Nick Papa. He had watched the video, and he messaged me after. He says, "Hey man, you got to go back and look at that first snake. That's the whole deal. That's your pastel GHI red stripe." And sure enough, as I really looked closer and paid a little more attention,
Lo and behold.
Yeah, it sure was. So this young man will stay here. I had a previous clutch of red stripe het clown stuff, which may end up breeding for us a little bit until this guy gets up to size and takes over, and then that red stripe het clown will be available as well.
Leon was like, I took a pinch. Now I'm high as hell.
Yeah. So you wanna cut yours first, or you want me to cut mine first?
I'm gonna say
Yours are older.
Yeah, and they're pipped. So
Yeah, you got a couple peppers.
we'll cut those.
A couple pippers.
A couple pippers. Not pimples, peppers.
Pimples. I'll grab
You grab the scissors.
The golden scissors.
and let me get you a towel.
The Odd Gods Cuttery.
Yeah, odd God. That's funny. Oh, it's nice out here.
That's how I could list on eBay.
Odds Gods Cuttery. we should create our own cuttery and name it that.
There you go. All right. Yeah, he's gotten a lot better, Leon. We can't poke fun at him for how he cuts eggs anymore. He was forced to step up his game.
You know, when you got Jim going.
I think everybody on the planet was going. Anyway,
Yeah.
so in my glass, which is right here, is this little beauty right here, Mom Jeans. So this is a double milk stout. I don't know what Hoof Coffee is. I think it's just a coffee that these guys kind of brew themselves. So Hoof Hearted Brewing, and some Tahitian vanilla. It's fantastic. This is a great drink, 8%. Dark as all get out, and this is local. This is in Connecticut. Also on the agenda is some rainbow gravy. Looks a little questionable, but tastes really good. 7.5, so just barely not a double. What are you guys laughing at?
The name.
Well,
Looks a little questionable.
it does. It's like, oh, whatever.
Jim's rainbow gravy.
Leave me alone. Oh my God, you guys are impossible. So Relic Feral King. This is a double IPA donated by Dave from Baller's Garage. Thanks, brother. This one's pretty good as well. What else is back here? We had some Smoothie Dreams. So this is a milk sugar beer with black raspberry, pomegranate, and vanilla. Pretty good stuff.
A little bit of everything.
Oh my God. Marshall, Mom Jean, as long as it's not camel toe coffee, you're good to go. What else?
Stifler's mom.
Facehugger by New
Stacy-
England Brewing Company.
Say again?
Facehugger by
Facehugger.
New England Brewing Company.
Yeah. Nice. One of my favorites is peanut butter stout. It's delicious. Yeah, we've had a few different peanut butter stouts at Elite, and I'd have to say the Carl Strauss was like crazy over the top peanut butter. It was pretty good. But even locally, everybody's like getting into the peanut butter, stout or porter game, and some with jelly. So those are always fun to try, and they're probably one of my favorite peanut butter jelly roll. Is that what you're getting?
Peanut
at?
butter jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time. All right, let's cut an egg.
All right, well, I got one that's already
Nah,
freshly
don't cut the
right.
pepper.
Why not?
Cut a non-pepper.
Well, the peppers are the ones trying to get out already.
All right,
They
take
want
the
out.
bet based on the nose.
I can't see the nose. All I see is body.
Now
Yeah,
you're
and
cheating.
And it looks pinstripe.
Yeah, he's definitely cheating. He's a cheator
Cheetor.
You cut him early.
Yeah.
with a razor blade.
Yeah, I'm just like. All right, we'll start over here then.
Yeah, Lou Balls. That's probably one of our favorites for sure. Is the kind of the porter, because it's a little drier when you add all that extra sweetness in there. It kind of balances out pretty good. You put it in a stout, it gets super sticky. So if you like that, I mean, that's nothing wrong with it. It's pretty good. What you got, Matt? OD. That looks like an OD fire to me.
Oh yeah, there's fire in there too. Yeah, almost forgot there was OD fire. Nice and bright.
I can't afford beer, but I'd rather have grass anyway. Leon, bro, I gotta come down and help you out, brother. I gotta show you how to make it so you can actually have some beer. You're killing me, man. That's too funny.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna go OD pinstripe.
Well, you're guessing
I'm guessing.
before you cut? Okay. I know you cut veins. See, the skills have gotten a little better, but Matt's got small scissors, so I would say fire pin. Elite, I've never made moonshine. I've made beer, I've made wine, and I've made mead, but never, ever
Moonshine.
have I made moonshine. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And it's got that reduced pattern in there, too.
Yeah. Looks good.
Yeah. OD pin. I've made them before.
And not- it's not that
A
bright.
few clutches ago, and for me, that's just too tan to be OD.
Avoid that fire
And
look.
we've also made OD fires, OD fire pins before, and it's just not having it. I'm thinking that's a fire pin. And again, in the mix is Mojave, Pinstripe, and OD fire. I mean, I guess that could be. No, that's not.
No.
That's not. That's not a Jigsaw. Sorry for the jitteriness.
All that coffee.
Now that.
My moon is big and shiny. I saw that before you deleted it.
Now I think that's an OD
That's a-
fire.
That's an
Mojave.
No, I don't know. That might be the whole thing, but that's at least an OD Fire pinstripe. Possible Mojave. You know, it's got pattern on the side. I bet you that is. That's an OD Fire Jigsaw. Yeah, I think that's it.
Ooh, that looks cool.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, I agree, Sheila. That'll be nice once it comes out the egg.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, wait till it colors too, because
Oh,
it doesn't have the color yet. So now you can see these two kind of side by side. A lot pretty, yes sir. I agree, Elite, for sure. With that blackhead clutch, yeah. My mom is big and shiny, but sometimes I feel not sure what to make of that, man. Yeah, these two look pretty good. So you can definitely see the difference between that center egg and then the one to your left or right. Yeah, the one Matt's pointing at. That definitely has Orange Dream in it, and this one over here is just kind of a basic tan color. So that's why I believe that one just didn't have the Orange Dream in it. So a little bit of a boob going on there.
Moldy looking.
Yeah, mold gold.
Mold
gold.
gold.
We're gonna hit another one. Yeah. Well, Mason, I'll tell you this. So this female, we also believe might have another gene in the mix that lends to reduction in clarity. Yeah, that looks like a jigsaw there, or super reduced jigsaw. Well, I don't know. That just may be a pin.
just regular.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mixed jigsaw.
The female here just doesn't look like your typical jigsaw. We'll pull her out and we'll show you when we're done cutting this clutch before we get into the other ones. Any
Okay.
gene out of the blue leucistic complex, what would it be? Eliminate any gene out of the, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Because like this one's super reduced. This one's got a lot more pattern. So I think this may be a jig. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, they kind of look similar. I don't know. I'm not sure. And these guys were coming out themselves. So again, they're pipping, but there's still a lot of color development that's going to come by the time they actually make it out of the egg over the next 5 to 7 days, if it lasts that long.
Squirter.
No comment. Mojave.
Mojave fire.
No, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can ask that.
No, it's okay.
There's
Yeah, you
because
can talk out
there's people on here that just aren't sure themselves.
Go ahead,
Yeah, I
ask
think-
your question.
I think Mojave
You're part of
fire.
the group now.
No, that's all right.
I think. Well, the question was asked: if you cut an egg, and it takes 5 to 7 days to come out, will the egg dry up? So, to answer that, our experience is that it absolutely doesn't. We don't do anything to the eggs. We'll put the lid back on, and then every day I'll go down, I'll take it off once, so we get some air exchange, so we get oxygen, because we don't have any pinholes anywhere in this. And we'll put the lid back on. The humidity is so high inside these tubs that they don't dry out. Now, sometimes if the substrate hasn't been saturated enough, I've noticed when I get to like day 55, the eggs themselves may be, instead of like, if you feel these, have you felt an egg before?
No.
Feel it. Like you can feel it. Like they're like leathery,
Squishy.
kind of some dented, some squishy, whatever. But you can feel the snake inside. But they'll feel hard. They'll feel a little crust-like, and then those make me nervous because that means inside it's even like there's no fluid. It's like drying out. So in those cases, when I cut those, I may add water to the snake.
Oh, okay.
That way you know, it's not going to prematurely dry out. So we've done that a couple times. You put them back in there, and they do fantastic. You know, usually they'll finish absorbing yolk if there's any left at all, and they're out most times by about 3 to 5 days, sometimes a little longer.
Okay.
Depending on how early they cut. Like I've had clutches that have made me nervous, and I cut them 3 days. Well, normally we cut day 55, so I would cut like 3 days early, just to be safe, to put my nerves at rest. But
Okay. All right.
waiting on that.
Another little
You
window.
got a little window there.
See what it is? Nope. Can't cheat.
Can't be a cheetah. For such big scissors, you do really short strokes. I'm ready for the 4th on the 14th of July.
Trying to see the head. Maybe.
Leon,
fire?
bro, you're in rare form
Fire?
today,
Fire.
man.
Yeah,
Fire.
fire.
I can't see what else.
Get one over.
Elite. I'm ready for the 4th.
I'm gonna give him fire.
On the
Yeah.
14th of July, it's day 55 for my eggs. So 4th clutch, I presume. And July 14th will be day 55. So for us here, I try to cut on day 55, but I also stay away from Wednesdays. Friends of ours do Reptiles Unplugged, and they're always on Wednesday. So I may delay, almost never. So usually cut on Tuesdays or any other day of the week, just as long as it's not
I
Wednesday.
got a head popping up. If
Yeah,
anybody
okay.
wants to see
So-
it.
Hey,
Oh, look, it's a
Hey.
snakehead. Super pastel spider lesser calico coming out of the egg. Nice.
Wow. That's a.
Won't be ready till August. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough to wait.
It is.
Leon is high as a giraffe balls right now. Wow. Well, seeing a giraffe is probably one of the tallest animals. I mean, that's got to be like dunking height, right? That's way on up there.
That's a lot of weed.
or maybe
And maybe just really good quality.
maybe for a big guy, he's a lightweight, and it just takes a puff or two. 4th of July, my first clutch of the year. Congratulations, Elite.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be good to hit. All right, we're down to 3 eggs here.
The last non-pipper.
Non-pippa.
And very plump.
HRA to Enchi Het Sunset. Oof. It's higher than that, bro. He used a step ladder. Oh,
Normal.
how did you hit a normal?
A normal.
It's a pastel. There's no pastel in the mix.
Normal.
Normal.
The hard to hit normal.
Yeah, you hit the odds on that one. That head, this guy's head just keeps coming out more and more and more.
He's like, hello.
He's ready. Set me free, why don't you, babe? Sorry. King snake. Yeah, it's definitely not a king snake snake.
All right, we'll go with the less visible.
If that's directed at us, I mean, we're really good. We got company over. We're cutting eggs. A lot of shutouts. Yeah, that looks good right there.
That's a joke.
That's definitely a GHI.
a GHI. Wow.
Wow, a Jigsaw OD for sure. Possible OD fire. Yeah, that looks. Yeah, that's a
well,
money.
I think that one is. I think this is a Jigsaw. It's either a Jigsaw Fire or a Jigsaw OD, and then that one's the whole thing.
We'll see when they come out.
Yep.
Titan, what's the cutting you're doing tomorrow? And question number 2, are you doing it live on Instagram or YouTube? I've heard a lot of the same thing, and my second year, I had a Super Cine clutch and did nothing different. Put them right up on the shelf with everybody else. And I did hit a super cine, and it came out train wrecked.
A jigsaw.
Yep, there's a jigsaw. Maybe a fire jigsaw.
Maybe.
So I didn't mess with it for a year. This past year, we did a super cine clutch again. And I took the clutch, I put it at the bottom of the incubator. Now, I didn't drop temps, but the incubator I use is an old soda fridge that we converted, and it's all stainless inside. So I put the clutch on the metal inside on the bottom. So it was conducting, the cold from the metal, theoretically. So it was a degree or so cooler than the rest of the incubator. And I hatched 3 supers, and they all came out with no kinks. They did well. So if I do that kind of a pairing again, I'm definitely going to bury it down on the bottom of the incubator for sure.
So
Yeah.
that's a fire jigsaw, maybe.
Yeah. So that is, I think this is a jigsaw fire, and that's the whole deal.
Yep, and then these are what, OD?
I don't know.
Something, maybe.
It's hard to tell.
These two look very similar.
Yeah.
This is just a straight out jigsaw here.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this
And
guy,
then in the middle.
that was the OD fire.
Oh, you're calling that OD fire?
Yeah, that was the one, the first one we cut. You
Yeah,
called
that may
it
have
OD fire.
Mojave. That may have Mojave in it.
Yeah, we'll have to see when it gets out. This one is, I think, possibly a Mojave fire. This was a fire.
Yeah. And a normal.
And Zen normal.
Well, Titan, I tell you this, every year in the breeding game, you're always building for the future. So those pairings are never, ever nothing to be concerned with, because it really gives insight into where, kind of where you want to go as a breeder. So those are always, for me anyway, interesting to see and learn from people, like, where they're planning to go in their pairings. Because I did that for my 2019 stuff. I put an inchy clown to a lavender het exanthic male, and I have 4 inchy het grail plus het exanthic animals. And they're really not that much to look at, to be honest. They look great for orange dream. God, orange dream on my brain. They look great for enchies, but
I think that's crazy.
in all, yeah, it's building for the future. It's whatever, but that's really where your foundation and your base comes from. So
Mason, one of you guys work at a hospital. Both of them do.
We
both do.
We actually work at the same facility now.
As of July 6th, we will both work at the same facility.
We're both circulating nurses in the OR.
Yeah.
So
All right.
now we're gonna switch places, and now Jim's gonna.
I'm
cut his
excited
stuff.
and nervous at the same time. What is that?
Fingers crossed.
Cross everything you have.
Hold on.
Cross your arms, your legs, your toes, your fingers, if you can, your hair, your eyes.
I'll hold the camera
I
like
tied
this.
something in a knot for you.
Oh, good.
If
This is better than tying it in a bow.
it was that long, you probably could, but.
Stop it. This is PG. We're supposed to be PG here. All right. So we've got 5 chances at this clutch.
Should we number them?
Nah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, Jim does that with
I
his.
like to do that from time to time and have people everybody can pick which one they cut first.
Oh, I'll need
Put my
a
initials on
non-permanent.
Actually, I'll give you black because that's easier to clean off.
We got 4 and 2 so far.
4 and 2.
Another
4.
4.
3, 2,
Do I hear 1?
4 is gonna be an all gene.
Well, that's what I usually do. People pick all these numbers, and then I pick the lone number, and I go backwards from what everybody's like. But who knows? Maybe this time I'll start from the top down.
1 and 1. 2 for 2, 2 for 4, 1 for 3, 2 for 1, 3 for 4.
I already had 3 for 4, so there's 3 4s now? Okay. 5.
I'm gonna go with
I'm gonna cast my vote for 1.
4.
Another one up here.
1. Another 5.
What are you going with, Dan?
5.
Dan's
You going
going
5?
5. Another
Last
5.
time I guessed
7?
2 and
Who
you
the?
yelled at me.
Who threw a 7 in there?
Somebody's always got to be different.
I'm gonna go with the lonely number 3 here.
Only number 3.
1 is
Only
the loneliest
the
number
Oh,
next
yeah.
to
Don't number right now. I can't count. Leon.
Is that Leon?
Yeah. All right,
3, 4,
Joseph.
1,
3 4
5.
1 2 5.
1, 2, 5.
Well, you're probably going to be, I don't know, somewhere in the mix. Okay. Are we ready?
Marshall 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 3
3.
3. Is that cheating?
Is there any windows or mold going on here?
Oh, yeah, anything going on in these things.
Oh, these
They're
are
like perfect eggs.
Oh,
Oh, there's a
look,
window.
Micro window. Really small egg. Yeah, I don't know. I can feel the snakes in all of them, so they're at least healthy.
Here's egg. Start with the smallest egg.
You want to start with 2?
Yeah.
It's between 2 or 3. All right, 2 wins. It's the smallest.
We're going with the baby snake.
Micro snake.
It's not
That's
the
what
size
she
of the
said.
snake, it's what's in the egg.
So no tri-stripe.
That is.
So 100% het for albino, 50% het for tri.
You're gonna go with your
I'm
number
gonna
5.
I'm going to the top.
Jim's going with the number he picked.
The numbers, the numbers can't be wrong.
Wow, that was a crappy cut there, Jim.
I'm nervous. It's a tri-stripe, is it? Oh, I saw this linking alien heads, and I was like, I got excited. No, it's not a tri-stripe.
Normal.
Yeah, well, they're all going to be
number
normal.
1.
I either hit a tri-stripe or I hit nothing. Well, I could be yellow
I was
bellies.
gonna say yellow belly.
That looks funky, though. It's definitely not a tri-stripe, though. Man, that stinks.
It's gonna be number 1.
Okay, we'll cut number 1.
It's gonna be number 1.
Matt got outvoted.
Dude,
by
if you
Matt.
get this right, you're coming over every single time I cut recessive. I'm just saying.
You know what they say? 1 is the loneliest number.
Nope, definitely not tri-stripe.
Definitely not 1.
Get out of the house!
You're not
never
coming back. Yeah, maybe a yellow belly. Yeah, it's not looking good, people.
Alright.
Well, the odds of me hitting 1 again with 5 eggs is probably pretty slim. I'm gonna make you wait.
May the
Oh.
odds forever be.
Hey, who hits?
And if you get it right, you can come back the next time.
I was gonna say, who usually gets good odds on the recessive stuff?
Well, the egg is still gonna be there. I just need 1.
Uh-oh, everyone will sober up quick if you don't hit one.
Wow, that's really bright. What is up with that?
That is clean as.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a tri-stripe, but like,
Fire!
yeah, for real. Like, it's something.
Double hit.
Maybe, I guess. I
Uh,
can't even say that, though, because the tri-stripe's gotta, like, show visually.
Last egg.
You want to cut it?
I don't have my eBay scissors.
I don't have my eBay scissors.
I don't know what that means.
Come
Are
on.
they like 2 feet long?
Hold on, I'll go grab my trauma shears.
I try, yeah.
All right, Matt. Pass the juju.
Swing and a miss, y'all. So, I'm gonna say I'm probably done with this male.
I'm gonna go. He's not hit for try.
Well, that's kind of the speculation because he did a 8-egg clutch earlier this season with a cinnamon het tri-stripe that also wasn't proven,
Right.
and we got nothing out of those either. That, like, I don't even see markers, which I should from the female. The female should.
Good thing you bought that male.
Yeah, well, next season we ain't gonna have to worry about it.
Well, that is crazy bright though.
It is. There's a weird yolk in there. It's
No, they're all
really small.
they're all possibles because nothing proved out.
Yeah, they would all be possets. Yeah, that's really like look how milky. That's strange. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Like 5 years of eggs, I've never seen that. Like you look at this. You know, there's like a line inside the top of the alien heads.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, so it kind of has maybe some markers, but yeah, it's just nothing visual. Piss me off. Sorry, I had to do it.
Joseph's like, man, it's the clown all over again.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm for real. Like,
Do you have any Darshad?
I can't buy them. If I buy them, they don't prove. I have to build my own, and that's not even a proven thing yet. We'll see, because I've got 3 chances at visual clowns this year. 2 from animals I produced. 1 from another animal that was purchased as a het clown. So we will see. I mean, yellow belly only really messes with the belly, so I can't imagine that would kind of cancel out a tri-stripe. There it is.
I was
bummer.
asking, is it true that some recessives are harder to hit than others, or is that a myth?
I believe that's a myth. So
Yeah, if you
know,
go
recessive odds are recessive odds.
If you go
Unless
the-
it's not a true recessive, then you could be running into stuff. And like right now, there's a lot of speculation with cryptic and how cryptic actually works, whether it's recessive or whether it's an incomplete that's visual or partially visual. They're saying it's allelic with clown and like all this. So we'll see what happens with that as it proves out. But yeah, I don't know. I genetics are mathematical. So you plug it into a Punnett square. Yeah, you plug it into a Punnett square, and it is what it is. The sexes may be driven, and we've seen that with banana. So you may have the sex ratios may be driven differently based on one gene or the other. But genetics are pretty mathematical. When you go through a genetics class, and both of us did it for nursing school, it's pretty mathematical. I mean,
it's pretty black and white.
You can get morphs and mutations based on where the genome is being cut and spliced and stuff. So, and that's all done with proteins. And if the proteins are screwed up, I mean, you can get a bunch of different stuff. But consistently, it's mathematical.
Is banana the only sex-linked gene?
Don't know
As far
of.
as I know.
Yeah.
Banana coral glow that I'm aware of. I'm not aware of another one.
I don't think so.
I know Gavin is messing around with like incubation temps to try to get more females as opposed to males, that kind of thing. But I was under the impression that has been done before and has gone nowhere unless it was total BS and people are just keeping stuff in their pocket so that they can produce females and kind of keep ahead of whatever. So
Right.
or you run 2 incubators, one at one temp, one at another, so that depending on what you're going to produce, if you want to run a ton of it, you want to make males. So you run it, maybe it's a higher temp and you get all males, or a lower temp you get all females, and you kind of put what you want on the shelf, which is all possible. I mean, I'm not even there yet. I'm just trying to hit numbers. Never mind just playing with that stuff. And I don't have 2 incubators to do that with. We got one massive one that we can really stack stuff in. And I know you got a couple that you could possibly, do some experiments with and see what you come up with. But
We do have a tiny one, but
well, I'll tell you this. So I'll tell you this. So the Super Cine clutch, right, at the bottom of the incubator, sitting on metal, running at about 1 degree to 1.5 degrees lower than all the other stuff, and we've been relatively female heavy this year. So anything that sat on a rack in our incubator has predominantly produced more females than males. That clutch, there was 1 female and the rest were males. Is that conclusive? Absolutely not. That's a test of 1 clutch.
Right.
You'd have to do that over and over again, and see what happens. So, what you do is you really push the sex linked genes to the max. So you put a clutch from a female banana, down at the bottom of the incubator on the metal at a lower temp, and see if you can like squeeze more males out of her. And if you get 2 males out of her that are bananas, you'd be like, whoa, because then that's crazy. Because theoretically they can produce 1 here and there, but to have 2 in a clutch.
Any other shots for Tristripe this year?
Nope.
That was it.
That was it. That was my last.
Hoorah.
That was a swing and a miss. I mean, all these are 100% het for albino. Mom's an albino het try. And we'll have to see if we have any yellow bellies in here. And then see what I got for like tri-stripe markers. This one just looks odd. And I think this could just be an incubation or development thing with this snake. It has some weird goo. Like, it's not even egg yolk. I don't even know what the embryonic fluid is like cloudy. It's, I don't know.
Silicone.
Yeah, yeah, right. It looks strange. Looks like,
I've never seen that before.
me either.
Jim from Gary wants to know if you're going to Arlington, St. Louis, or Tinley this year. Well, that's a big up in the air.
Dude, I don't know. Last year I made my rounds pretty good. I wanted to this year, but with COVID and like all these reflares going across the country, like I have no idea. And I'll say my primary agenda this season, the rest of this year anyway, is to get out to see my son and daughter-in-law in Hawaii. We just had our 2nd grandchild, or they had our 2nd grandchild. And so, July is not going to happen. Military base out there is still closed down, and they're still under quarantine from the state. So I'm going to try to, I got to figure out the dates, but I'm going to try to see if I can push that into September. And if I can, then I'm making a trip in September to go out there. And if that happens, that's probably going to kind of foobar going to Tinley if that still is on the books, which right now I think they said it is, but
I believe so.
yeah, but we'll see. Arlington I know is still on the books, but I definitely won't be able to make, Tinley, Hawaii, and Arlington. So
Yeah, and Texas right now is like one of those states that's really starting to
flare
fire
up. So
up,
I don't know. We'll see. I just can't afford to have to stay on quarantine for 2 weeks when I come back from a place. So we'll see what happens. Anything else? Oh, did you want me to pull the
the Jigsaw girl?
yeah.
Did you want to add a live this weekend
We can.
at my place?
We can. You cutting something? What you got?
I might have some to cut, but nothing that I can think of exciting. But I have plenty out of shed.
Yeah, we could do that.
You need to take a first time look at.
Yeah, depending on the day,
Saturday probably.
busy Saturday night.
Saturday Night Fever.
Right?
All right, John.
Matt's gonna get his bell bottoms on.
We could do tomorrow.
I'll have to check with the missus.
Well, Matt may not do it, but
But
I'm down. So
this
we will
guy may.
definitely have a
There
live
will be a
stream
live
Yeah.
regardless.
this weekend, either tomorrow or Saturday at Monroe Morphs. We're gonna go through some snakes that have shed out, take a look at some new stuff, sex some animals, that kind of stuff. So it'll be fun. And Monday night, the epic clutch of the season for me.
You're gonna do it Monday?
I'm gonna do
it's
it
gonna be
Monday.
Tuesday.
No, it's gonna be
you said
Monday.
Monday earlier.
He
Monday
can't,
earlier.
he can't wait. It's like his baby. That's
Wow.
that's his
Wait,
baby.
you can't make Monday?
Mondays are tough, but I will be there.
If
Danielle
if it's
can
tough,
stay
we'll do
late.
Tuesday.
Danielle can stay late. You're
No,
good.
no, no. I have to write my name on some of the eggs, so I will be here Monday.
Okay.
So
So
weren't you gonna initial some of those?
so Monday.
Not,
Yeah, not now. He's like,
He's like,
So Monday night we're gonna cut another clutch. We only have one clutch to cut, but it will be enough for the entire evening.
Says
It
Matt's
is-
on lockdown.
Well, I'm not on lockdown. It's my wife is going through some health things, so I have to be there
Make sure
with her.
She's good and
Yeah.
squared away before all that happens.
Yeah.
So Monday we are going to cut a clutch. It is a mini clutch. So she gave us some great eggs. Mini, if you don't know, is a pastel inchy leopard ivory by the numbers, by the genetics, 66% het for pied. She has the markers. I think she's going to prove. And she went to a pastel inchy leopard yellow belly het pied. So super pastel, super inchy, super leopard, ivory pieds are the maximum possibility. And anything in the mix in there is going to be phenomenal. So super inchy leopard pieds. Yep, sign me up. I'll take one.
For sure.
So
I plan to leave with one.
the egg and all. He's just gonna.
He's like, I'll put it in my incubator.
He's gonna bring the Coke fridge with him.
With heat packs and everything. So
Coleman makes a nice carry-on now.
it's got a built-in heater.
24 hours.
So that clutch is just going to be, I'm hoping is just going to be a bunch of ridiculousness. So even without hitting a pied to, super pastel, super inchy leopard yellow bellies or ivories or like the possibilities are just redonkulous. So that'll be a lot of fun. That clutch will just be really great to cut. I think I have 6 eggs, so there's not a lot to go around, but the genetics outweigh the number of eggs I have, so we're bound to hit some crazy stuff for sure. I haven't even put it in a genetic wizard, so I don't even know what the odds of hitting the max are. I gotta imagine it's like way up there. But that'll be good. That'll be fun. And I'm dying, and I can't believe you still got your hat on.
Yeah,
Keeps the
he's
sweat out of my eyes.
Well, maybe I should have done the same thing.
even Dan's got it, and he's even got the full grown beard going on,
He's
and he's got all the hair.
That's what they call a back beard. So he's got the same amount of hair in the back as in the front. He's got a back beard.
And
I don't know,
I think actually, are you gonna cut the other clutch
I don't think
Tuesday?
I don't think it's close enough.
It's the first.
Oh, really? It's only. Which one is that?
I'm opening it up right now. I'll tell you here in a second.
I thought it was further away than that.
We got. Come
Is that the
on.
clown clutch? That's brand new laptop. Takes forever to open up Apple.
No, it's your slow ass internet.
And my internet ain't slow.
It is compared to
It's
mine. July 1st. Yeah, Firefly hit clown to the pastel clown or blade clown.
Joe asked, who's cutting the mini clutch?
A
I
gem.
am.
That is his baby.
Can I cut it?
You can get. I'll tell you what. You can take the first pick and cut the first egg.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Pressure.
That's spicy.
Pressure.
Right
I'm bringing those eBay scissors.
And then that's the one you get to buy. So
Under
Be careful,
pressure.
you might eat those words.
one in like 500 and whatever odds, and he hits a normal.
It's the song Under Pressure.
Yeah, 512.
Yeah, and then that's pretty much.
So maybe Tuesday then. If Tuesday's easier for you, because the mini clutch is technically due Tuesday, and the clown clutch due Wednesday, which I won't do the clown clutch. I really don't want to cut it 2 days early.
You want me here for the clown clutch?
No, I'm trying to group
He's
them.
trying to group it to
Because I'm not going to wait the Thursday for the clown clutch. I'll just cut it off.
Yeah, so Tuesday
So Tuesday.
we're gonna cut 2 clutches.
We'll do it Tuesday. Tuesday, 8 p.m., 2 clutches, the mini clutch, and another clown clutch to see if
You see if you
maybe
actually
this
hit clowns.
breeder's a little more reliable.
So Stephanie was like, "Who is down for Dan to cut his hair? Say I." I.
I'm with it.
Okay, I'm there. I'll jump on the bandwagon.
Goodbye.
We could do it live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
I
buzz
have
it.
the clippers.
Oh, so do I.
So do I.
Downstairs.
If I'm gonna cut it, we're gonna have to do a charity event. I know what charity I'll put towards, but
If you hit the
people start
worst, if
bidding.
we'll make a bet. When you cut the mini clutch. If you hit the worst egg out of the whole clutch, we cut your hair.
Shave it.
Shave it. Clipper.
Shave it,
I got the
shave it,
clippers
yeah.
downstairs. Come on,
That's a good deal.
dude. You got to commit right now.
That's a good deal.
You commit to it. If you cut the worst egg out of the whole clutch, I mean,
Well, we got a one.
6 eggs.
We got a one. Don't cut.
Thank you.
We got
Melina,
a
really?
one. Don't cut.
Leon's like, yes, cut it.
Cut it. Shave it off.
Leon's like, do it.
All right. If I cut the worst
Well, we got a handshake.
egg,
Yeah.
I will cut it.
Hey.
You'll cut what?
You could have the clippers there that night.
You'll cut what though?
We'll cut your hair.
Yeah, you have
Oh,
to say it.
he
You have
said
to
it.
say it.
He
Well,
said it.
wait.
It will-
The hair where?
Not on the face, on the top of your head.
Facial
Not
hair.
the facial hair.
Everything has to match. I mean,
The top. Well, that's
The
scary.
drapes have to
If that's the
match.
case, that's really scary. You got braids down yonder, like the top knot stuff is coming down.
Say it.
we'll cut it that night.
All right,
Say
all
it.
right.
All right, we'll cut
Nice.
it. We'll cut it on YouTube.
Woo, live baby. So he's got to cut the worst egg though.
So if he cuts the
Egg.
so if he cuts the worst egg, he looks like this.
Who gets
what do I
determined the
get
worst
if I
egg?
get the best egg?
You get to
You can keep your hair for another
Yeah.
2 months.
exactly.
You might be shorting an egg.
Stephanie like hate me like 2 months. Like what are you talking about?
Leon's like, damn, son, I'll smoke to that.
Stephanie said, "What just happened?"
Mike said I have to dye it purple first.
Hey,
How
that's
about, how about we shave your head and you dye your beard purple?
That's not a bad idea.
I like it.
I like it.
Leon said he'll smoke to that.
I think Leon tonight's been smoking to just about everything. That's the way he's smoking the way I drink.
That's how he rolls.
That's how
Hi-oh.
yeah.
All right, so I'll enjoy my hair for this weekend at my place.
Yep.
And then hopefully
Tuesday.
I'll get to keep it.
On Tuesday.
After
I will be
Tuesday.
tuning in on YouTube.
Yeah, baby.
Stephanie's like, I just won. Whoop whoop.
Dude, I hope I could cut your hair. That'd be so much fun.
Just make sure you give him that
slow motion.
What we'll do is, we'll have Matt over. Matt can video record.
Alright.
You have one set of
Well,
clippers. I got another
here,
set. We'll
let's-
just.
Let's add.
You gotta save.
Oh,
the
we got to see the hair.
Yeah, look at this.
Look at this jungle.
Go from this to a buzz cut.
Look at this jungle on his head.
How? Oh man, dude, I don't know how you do
A
it.
ball python can hide in that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for, so I could leave with one of his eggs.
Put it in his man bun.
Doesn't look that bad.
They just wrap it around the outside.
When you come over
It'd be a snake bun.
I'm going for the next installment for Pennywise.
You should. You've done that before.
Can you do the funny smile
No.
that Pennywise does?
And the eyes.
No, I can just live in
The
your
chameleon eyes. Oh. All right, y'all. Thank you very much. Again, appreciate you dialing in the middle. Again, in the middle of the week, we tend to do that a lot and kind of run you out a little bit. So a little bit over an hour. And we had fun. We cut some eggs. And I got hosed again. Man. So, I don't know. We're 13 eggs and not a visual tri-stripe. But yeah, he's been replaced. I have a visual tri-stripe in quarantine over yonder.
Which is also 66% hit for albino.
Albino. So next season there will be no guessing. We're going to be making 100%ers and build from there if we have to. So, yeah, we'll see. So anyway, thank you very much. Again, appreciate your time and thanks for spending a little bit with us tonight. And we'll see you on the next live. Peace out.
Peace.